A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke 14:15 through 24. One of those at the table with Jesus heard these things and said to him, "Blessed is anyone who will eat bread in the kingdom of God." Then Jesus said to him, "Someone gave a great dinner and invited many. At the time for the dinner he sent his slave to say to those who had been invited, 'Come, for everything is ready now.' But they all alike began to make excuses. The first said to him, 'I have bought a piece of land, and I must go out and see it. Please accept my apologies.' Another said, 'I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I am going to try them out. Please accept my apologies.' Another said, 'I have just been married, and therefore I cannot come.' So the slave returned and reported this to his master. Then the owner of the house became angry and said to his slave, 'Go out at once into the streets and lanes of the town, and bring in the poor, the crippled, the blind and the lame.' And the slave said, 'Sir, what you ordered has been done, and there is still room.' Then the master said to the slave, 'Go out into the roads and hedgerows and compel people to come in, so that my house may be filled. For I tell you, none of those who were invited will taste my dinner.'" The Gospel of the Lord. Brothers and sisters, today's Gospel reveals that the essence of rejecting the kingdom lies in a misalignment of our choices and values. Those guests who declined the invitation seem to have reasonable excuses, matters like property, business, and family. However, the problem is that they placed the good things of creation above the invitation of the Creator. Our church never denies the responsibilities each believer has in their worldly life. But more importantly, if these things become reasons for rejecting the kingdom, it exposes the true order of priorities in our hearts. What is the ultimate goal of our lives? What position does God's invitation and God Himself hold in our lives? Then we see that the Master told the servants to invite the poor, the crippled, the blind, and the lame. This tells us that grace is prepared for those who acknowledge their need. Those who consider themselves self-sufficient are actually impoverished, while those who know they have nothing become partakers of the kingdom. At the end of the Gospel, the Master says to go to the highways and hedgerows and compel people to come in. This shows us that when the kingdom is rejected, God will search more widely and persistently to bring more people in. So brothers and sisters, the banquet is prepared, and the empty places will be filled. Jesus wants us to understand that the invitation to the kingdom is a gift, but accepting it requires our absolute commitment to the kingdom. Each one of us is responding to this invitation. Therefore, let us recognize what is most important in life, and not miss the most abundant feast of life. May God be praised forever.